Hey everybody, we're going to make a craft today called a lichoscope. You can do all kinds of different things, and what I like about it the best is really just start with this. Who's got a toilet paper tube hanging around their house? Do you?
Yes.
So all I have done, and you can do this multiple ways, is you can color your tube with crayon, looks like that, or marker, looks like that. I'll warn you, if you use washable markers, if this gets wet or if you put your mouth on it, you're going to get that beautiful color all over your face. And this is tissue paper, because I happen to have a lot of that with a glue stick. And I'm going to talk about how it's connected in just a sec. Here's how I do it with a glue stick. I have my paper towel roll. You can use toilet paper or paper towel rolls, right? And pick any color of tissue paper you like. Put a little bit of that on there. Yay for glue stick. And just wad it up and glue it on there. You can make it crunchy, you can make it smooth, you can do any way you like, just like that. You crowd them together and you get the magic of one of these. And I'll explain what I do with that one in just a sec. Here's how you attach, if you would like to have a holder that goes around your neck. I like to do that. So here's what I do. I picked a big long piece of string that made sure it went around my head and gave me a little bit of room so it goes over my nose. I made a knot in one end. Do you see the knot? Okay. Now watch what I do. Because I'm going to staple that in here, I don't want to put a hole because it will rip out. I don't want to just glue it. Of course that won't hold. But I do want it to be not pokey when I touch the outside. So I take I have a tiny little stapler, but you can use a big one too. Oops, I want to face it this way instead. I guess it doesn't matter. Can you see it's right above the knot? You see that? Then I staple it. That means when you pull through, the knot has some place to hang out. You see that? And when I touch it, it's smooth. It's not, the pokey parts are on the inside, right where I want them. Okay, I'll do that again. Here's a knot. You can even make a big knot if you want for more security. It's going to rip out because this is an enthusiastic kind of thing. I'm just going to center it right across from the other one and staple. This is the hardest part. I've seen us punch holes in it and then tie it on there. You can try it out, you know. You have lots of toilet paper tubes to work with. Here we go. Now using this is called a lichoscope because everything you see through it you like. And you go just like this. Put it over my head. Hi.
You like me.
I do. But what we also use a lichoscope is for narrowing perspective. See how it shrinks your field of view really small? And that comes in handy when you're looking at lichens. So really this is a lichenoscope. And you can do any variation you like. I like it because it's a simple thing to do. What I want to look at is some lichen. We love lichen. Lichen is the coolest. It's a couple things put together that live in a symbiotic environment, which means they're best friends with each other and they help each other in order to grow and be their very own unique shape. So they're made, this is a usnea, and this is one from the eastern side of Washington. I can't remember what it's called. It has a common name of witch's hair or something like that, but I can't remember. Look at that cool, long, stringy stuff. And this is usnea that we find around here hanging from branches all the time. I have a couple more over here. Here's a little more crunchy one. This one's dry. Hear the crunch on that? We love to touch lichen. Here's another one. You can really sort of see the shape. We call that one staghorn. It's not the real name for it. Then there's, see this green one right here? That's not lichen, that's moss. I was just trying to fool you. Lichen comes in all different colors. Look at this beautiful yellow. This is a really nice one to get in your hand lens. There you go. Under a magnifying glass if you have one. Look at that. It makes very cool structures underneath there. So it's made of a fungus and usually an algae, but not always. It needs a photosynthetic partner in order to get nutrients from it. And the fungus is the mushroom holds the shape and gives it the algae a home to hold it, which is lovely. Isn't that a nice collaboration? They say now that there's 2 different kinds of mushrooms that make up a lichen, but I don't know. Let me draw your attention to this one right here. I'm going to show you with my finger. This lichen right here. Can you even tell that that's a lichen? You see that patch of gray? If we look at our microscopes, our hand lenses out, you'd see little tiny little fruity bodies on there. This is a different kind of lichen. Lichen comes in 3 basic forms. There's crustose, which you can think of as crusty lichen, foliose, which is like leafy, and fruticose, which is shrubby. I'm not sure which one is which. This is crusty, I would imagine. What do you think? Is that leafy or shrubby? Which one's leafy, which one's shrubby? I don't know. We can look it up. There's so many questions once you start asking all the things about lichen. I like this one because lichen, I use this one as my lichoscope because lichen comes in so many colors. There's brown and yellow and orange, and this one is my pretend British soldiers, which is a common name for a kind of lichen that's green stalk. It looks like a long pixie cup with a little red fruiting body at the very end. It's the cutest one, I think. So that's what you can do. This is called a lichoscope. Do you have to go look at lichen with it? No, but it's really neat to narrow your viewpoint. See, can you get in there? It just makes, ooh. You can pretend it's a microscope, totally. If you put 2 together, you can make them binoculars. It's totally up to you. Okay, folks, we'll see you on the trail. Have fun. Bye.